We're doing NBA picks here, NBA over and under on Underdog Fantasy. There is going to be a link in the description below to sign up for Underdog Fantasy. They do match 100% of your first deposit. Two games on the NBA slate today. We got Philadelphia versus Miami, and we got Phoenix versus Dallas. Both two huge, crucial game twos in this series. In the Philadelphia 76ers Miami game, Kyle Lowry is going to be out. Obviously, Joel Embiid is going to be out. Again, I'm going to give you guys 5 plays total. I'm going to give you guys 3 plays from Philadelphia Miami, 2 plays from Phoenix versus Dallas. But yeah, let's not waste any time, you guys. Let's get right into it. I do want to preface, though, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, not a gambling expert. This is for entertainment or educational purposes only. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So the first play that I like today is going to be James Harden, taking his under 23.5 points. I think it's close, you guys, to saying maybe James Harden is starting to fall off a little bit as a player. Doesn't seem explosive. Just the eye test alone just doesn't seem as explosive. Just doesn't even seem as aggressive as he once was, especially taking the ball to the rack. To me, I think somewhat the new foul rules and the way referees are calling fouls, especially shooting fouls, in the NBA, I think has kind of changed his game a little bit. Still a very impactful player, still an elite point guard passing the ball, but 23.5 points. He hasn't hit 23.5. The line for 23.5 seems pretty high to me. Obviously this is with Joel, but he hasn't hit 23.5. In a long time, almost since March 29th. Right? 18, 12, 21, 11, 13, 22, 22, 14, 19, 22, 15, 22, 16 in game 1. I just think 23.5's high score. I think until James Harden is consistently hitting over 25 points a game, we can't trust the 23.5 line. I'm taking the under there on James Harden. In the same game, at the same time, this player had a great game 1 is going to be Tobias Harris. I'm going to take the over on Tobias Harris points, 19.5. He had in game 1, he had 27, 11 for 18 from the field. I think he's going to consistently take 18 to 25 shots in this series for them to have a chance. He's going to have to without Joel Embiid. I think he continues to feast in this series, 19.5 points. He's scoring in all types of ways in game 1. Had the 3-point shot going a little bit. Obviously getting into the paint and then getting, honestly, some offensive rebounds, putting them back up for some buckets. I'm taking Tobias Harris over. I think this might be the lock here of the day on Underdog Fantasy. And then again in this same series for the Miami Heat, no Kyle Lowry. Jimmy Butler didn't even play the fourth quarter. A lot of moving parts here with the Miami Heat. Does really show the depth that the team does have. You guys saw it in Game 5 against in the previous series. Victor Oladipo played in front instead of Jimmy Butler, and he played extremely well. So the depth here for the Miami Heat, very, very real. But I like Bam Adebayo over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. In Game 1, he went 24, 12, and 4, which is clearly a smash over 33.5. I think, again, no Joel Embiid for the 76ers. Bam Adebayo, no one really can guard him. Defensively, they got DeAndre Jordan, they got Paul Reed, but I think Bam Adebayo just too big, too fast, too strong for the 76ers bigs right now without Joel. I think he continues to feast. I'm smashing the over here on Bam Adebayo, 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So coming down here to the Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks games, and I think, honestly, the Dallas Mavericks can make this a series. I think it's a must-win tonight in Phoenix. If they can get a win tonight and go back to Dallas tied 1-1, I think this series could get super, super interesting. I think Dallas is one of the more hostile places to play in the NBA, so I think, could put a lot of pressure on the Phoenix Suns. But here, obviously, I do like the Luka Doncic. I'm smashing his over 51.5 points, rebounds, and assists. In Game 1, he went crazy, 45, 12, and 8. I think we can see this happening again. I think more and more Luka is the recipe for success for the Dallas Mavericks. I like 51.5 points. I think it's pretty generous, honestly, considering how he played in Game 1 and considering how he's going to continue to play in this series. I think, Luka moving forward in these playoffs, is going to be, he's the best player in this series, in my opinion. I love Devin Booker, love Chris Paul, but, Luka has to play at an elite level for the Dallas Mavericks to have a chance, and I think he continues to do that, especially here in Game 2 on the road. So Luka Magic over. And then another play that I like here, kind of an underrated play, is going to be the Jay Crowder. I know it's not a star for the Phoenix Suns, but I like Jay Crowder's over 4.5 rebounds. I really do like it. You could see game 1 he had 8, right? 4, 2, 5, 4, 6, 8, 4. And kind of the reason I like it is because his matchups, right? Dwight Powell's the big for the Dallas Mavericks. He's playing, against DeAndre Ayton. Then they got like Maxi Kleber. They got Luka sometimes playing down there in the 4. Jay Crowder is guarding Luka quite a bit. And it's just allowing for Jay Crowder to get in position to get those rebounds. I mean, he smashed 8 in game 1. I think the line of 4.5 is pretty generous as well. Taking the over here on Jay Crowder. 4.5 rebounds for the Phoenix Suns. So coming here, we'll look at our 5 plays. I like getting James Harden under points, Tobias Harris over points, Bam Adebayo over points, rebounds, and assists, Luka Doncic over points, rebounds, and assists, and then Jay Crowder over 4.5 rebounds. So those are my 5 plays that I like here on Underdog Fantasy today. Again, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about these plays. Hit that subscribe button. Also, drop a like on this video. And as always, you guys have a great day.